Hello everyone and welcome to Werven's World in part 8 of my tutorial series on X3 Terran conflict. So today we will be making a bit more money in order to start building up our own fleet. So as you can see, we've already got 1.4 million credits now. I aim to make that a bit more by collecting 2 more derelict ships and selling them, and then in the next episode we will actually start building our own fleet. So that's going to be really exciting. So today is going to be a bit of traveling, so I'll do it just like last time. I'll fast forward it and tell you where to go exactly to find these ships, and then it's up to you really to if you want to sell them or not. As you've seen with missions, you can make a fair amount of money fairly quickly. I've already got 1.4 million by just increasing my reputation with the Argon for that one piece of equipment that we bought last time. So it's really up to you. I prefer just to sell them to have a big spike in income in order to buy cool ships that can help me in trading and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll start going now. At the moment I am in Cloud Base Southeast, so depending on where you are, you can follow the directions. So I'll put it in from Cloud Base Southeast, but for example, if you start at Home of Light, you first need to go to Orbelt, and from there on, I'll start the directions. So I'll fly to Orbelt first. So here, this gate to Savage Spur can be kind of hard to find. So you see here's north, east, south, but the west gate is in kind of a funny place. So you'll have to explore a little bit. So as you can see, we're now in Savage Spur, and in Savage Spur there is this enhanced Pericles, which is the ship that we're looking for. As you can see, we're in a big asteroid field, so it's very possible that the autopilot would crash the ship into a rock. So we'll move out of this system once we collected the ship, before we start engage the autopilot for it. And there we are. So this is the enhanced Pericles. You can't see it very well due to the shade of all the asteroids, but has some weapons mounted here. Looks nice. So now it's ours. And back here. While we're flying around a bit, I would like to reiterate the fact that, for example, now I'm hunting these derelict ships, and you really don't have to do this. You can also make money in a lot of different ways by trading and by doing those missions and all that kind of stuff. So feel very free to deviate from this guide. This guide is really aimed at basically giving you a bit of a head start. It gives you a lot of money, it gives you some reputation, it gives you some very important equipment like a jump drive fairly early on, so that you can really experience the full game fairly fast to really decide what you like and what you don't. So feel very free to deviate from this guide at any point in time. So now that we are here in Okrakuki Storm, you can see this advanced eclipse there. It's a bit in the southeast of the area, and that's the second derelict ship that we want to get today. And the last one for a bit. see it's 15 kilometers away. So this advanced eclipse is the pirate version, which makes it look quite cool. As you can see there, has a cool skin. There. Now that's ours as well. So now we'll fly into the Senator's Badlands, and from there we will sell these ships, and then next episode basically we can start really building our fleet and finding the right equipment for them and all that. Oh, big ship entering here. That looks quite cool. So now I will tell the two things we got to follow me. Oh, follow me. So basically, if you fly straight from that northern gate that we came through, you will happen upon a shipyard. So let's go there. So this belongs to the Yaqui, and the Yaqui can become aggressive against you, but at the moment they're not. So we can safely land here. And I will just dock to make it autosave, and then I'll undock for the ships to arrive, so that I can use time acceleration. But saving it is fairly important, just in case anything crashes or whatever. So I like to dock always first. There we go. I'll also save it on another slot. Let's take slot 10. And I always use time acceleration a bit away from the shipyard, because other ships that want to dock might crash into you. So now I can actually just tell them my property, advanced eclipse, order, navigation, dock at my target, and then enhanced Pericles, do the same. So while the other ship is still landing, I can already steal stuff from my enhanced Pericles. So basically what we can do is advance and then freight exchange. So we've got the Pericles there and the Vanguard on the right. We can see what it has. So this one has, for example, some Banshee missiles. We'll take those. And it has some Megadeal shields, fragmentation bomb launchers, boost extension and singularity time accelerator we've already got, so we don't need that. Yeah, so now basically we took everything that this one has. Let's see if the other one arrived. There it is. Which one did we take now already? This one, right? Yeah, this one we stripped. So here we can see some mass driver ammunition. We'll take that as well. So we still have some freight left over, right? So. Plasma thrower, fragmentation bomb launcher, mass driver. A lot of shields here. They're nice to have. Ooh, Fight Command software too. So this is actually very nice to have, for the reason that we can then program our turret to intercept missiles. So we'll steal that. Thank you. Singularity time accelerator, and that's about it. So now we've stripped these ships of a lot of stuff. So now you can see in our freight that we've got a lot of stuff with us. So now we also have the Fight Command software too. We stole a lot of shields and all that. So now we can actually sell these ships. So we can go to trade, because this is a shipyard, and we can sell these too. And as you can see here, this advanced eclipse is 2.8 million credits, so that's a lot, so that's really nice. If you want, you could also sell these somewhere else, depending on which reputation you want. I'm just gonna sell them here. There. So here you can also see that there's a lot of other ships you can buy. It's fairly hard to find out what they actually do, as the game basically puts different ships in different classes. For example, M5 here and M3 there. I'll go into detail with that at some point. I might just make a separate episode of that. But if you're ever wondering, you can basically just look up on Google ship types of X3. Terran conflict, and then you'll get a whole list of each ship with all the details you'd ever want, because the game itself doesn't give you any good information at all, except that its name and its class and its size and stuff. So if you really want information already, you can just go to the wiki and find out about this kind of stuff. So now that we have sold all this stuff, I hope I actually have enough energy cells. Energy cells, yes. I'm just gonna fly to Home of Light. There. It's fairly far away. There. So we can just do Shift C, navigation is 1, jump to sectors 9, and then we go to Home of Light. It doesn't really matter, we go there. Once we're at Home of Light, we will sell a lot of the equipment we just got from those ships. And then I'll end the episode, and then basically next episode is going to be exciting. We can really start building our fleet and chase down the right equipment for that fleet. So that's going to be nice. So I'm going to dock at the TerraCorp HQ. There we go. So let's see. I'm going to basically sell all these guns, except for the impulse ray emitters, because I want those for later. So I'll put the Banshee missiles. I'll give them to the market to make some more money. Fragmentation bomb launchers. High energy plasma throwers. I want to keep the impulse ray emitter and the mass driver there. I want to keep 5 of these 25 megajoule shields. So I have 6, and I want that to become 5. And that's about it. I think all the other equipment was in my other one, right? The Nova Vanguard freight. Yeah, so that has two 1 megajoule shields and two phase repeater guns. I think I only need one, but I just bought two. So basically you want to end up with two 1 megajoule shields, one phase repeater gun, then we've got this one. Then you want to have five 25 megajoule shields, and you would like to have 9 impulse ray emitters, and we only have one, but we'll find some throughout the game. So I can still sell my 5 megajoule shields. There we go. There. So as you can see now, we have almost 6 million credits. That should be enough to buy some decent ships and equip them nicely. And we've already have some equipment saved up for them. So yeah, a bit of a recap of what we've done in these episodes. We've learned how to navigate, we've learned how to trade, we learned how to use the trading system extension, we found some new ships, we did some missions, we increased our reputation, and now we're really going into the details of fleet building. So I hope you found it useful, and see you next episode.